Hello, hello, English learners! Welcome to Speak Unstoppable. This is your calm space to explore English through real, heartfelt conversations. You don't need perfect grammar or to speak quickly. You just need to be here, present with yourself. I'm Maria.
And I'm John. Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're spending this moment with us. Wherever you're listening from, whatever your day has been like, this space is yours. You can slow down, breathe, and just enjoy.
John, Valentine's Day is coming up soon, and I was thinking about how many people struggle to express how they truly feel, especially in English. It's like our feelings are inside us, but we don't always know the words.
That's so true. And it's not just about romantic love, right? Care, affection, appreciation, those are all feelings that we sometimes freeze when we try to put them into words. But English gives us so many gentle, simple ways to show we care.
Exactly. And I think that's what makes this Valentine's special for us to explore, how we can express care naturally without feeling pressured to be perfect. For instance, something as small as saying, "I'm really happy you're in my life," can mean so much more than we realize.
Or even noticing small things about someone. Saying, "I remembered you like this, so I thought of you." It shows attentiveness and care. And we can say it in English in so many heartfelt ways. You don't need a fancy phrase, just sincerity.
And here's a subtle tip. The tone matters. When you speak softly, with warmth, even simple words feel meaningful, like saying, "I hope you had a good day," or "I'm thinking of you." That's already expressing care without being over the top.
I love that. And it reminds me that expressing care doesn't always need a Valentine card or a big gift. Words alone, spoken gently, can create that connection. Even something like, "I'm here if you need to talk," can be a huge comfort.
Yes, and for learners who might feel shy, you can practice these phrases with yourself first. Speak them in front of a mirror, or even write them down. For example, "You matter to me," "I appreciate you," "I'm grateful for you." These small phrases build confidence and genuine care.
And let's not forget listening. Showing care isn't just about speaking. Responding, noticing, and remembering little details about someone is a form of English expression too. Simple questions like, "How was your day?" or "What's on your mind?" show attentiveness.
Absolutely. And we can take this a step further with subtle compliments. For example, instead of just saying, "You look nice," we could say, "Your smile brightens my day." That feels more personal and heartfelt. It's gentle, yet expressive.
And if we think about Valentine's context, it's also about expressing gratitude and warmth. Phrases like, "I'm lucky to know you," or "Spending time with you makes me happy," are perfect examples. They're sincere and not overwhelming.
John, sometimes people fear that expressing care might feel awkward in English, but the truth is, kindness translates universally. A simple, "I care about you," said with calm confidence, can touch hearts more than long, complex sentences.
And for our learners, it's about feeling comfortable with small expressions. Think of it like gentle ripples in a pond. Each small phrase, each thoughtful question, slowly builds connection and trust.
Or even a pet, if you want. Just try saying, "I'm thinking of you," or "I hope your day is going well." Notice how it feels when you speak it.
And notice how it feels when someone responds. That little moment of connection is exactly what Valentine's is about. And it doesn't need to be flashy or dramatic. English gives us these small, beautiful ways to care through words.
And here's a gentle question for our listeners. What's one small way you could express care in English today? Maybe leave it in the comments. Just a simple thought. We'd love to read them and celebrate all the little acts of care together.
Yes, and before we continue exploring more ways to express care, let's take a small pause and just breathe. Think about someone you care about and how you might gently tell them in English what they mean to you.
And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. The intention is what counts. Just showing up with your words, your presence, your heart. That's more than enough. You know, Joan, one thing I love about Valentine's is how it reminds us to notice the little moments of care in everyday life. Sometimes we think expressing care has to be a grand gesture, but really, it's the small things that matter most.
Exactly, Maria. Even something as simple as asking someone, "Did you sleep well?" or "How's your day going?" in English can show that you're paying attention. It's subtle, yet incredibly meaningful.
And for learners, these little phrases are perfect because they're natural, easy to remember, and they really work in building emotional connection. For example, saying, "I was thinking about you today," can make someone feel seen and appreciated without needing a long, complicated sentence.
And it's also about timing. Sometimes just the right phrase at the right moment can make someone's day brighter. Like if a friend had a tough morning, saying, "I hope things get easier today," in your calm tone can feel like a warm hug in words.
That's so true. And there's something magical about combining listening with words of care. For example, if someone shares a small worry, instead of offering advice right away, you could say, "I hear you, and I'm here." Those words, spoken with sincerity, create trust.
And in English, we have so many ways to express that subtly. You can use phrases like, "I'm glad you told me that," "Thank you for sharing," or "I really appreciate you." These small acknowledgments carry so much warmth.
Yes, and here's a gentle tip for our learners. It's not just about words. It's about your tone, your pace, and your presence. Slow down when you speak. Let each word land. For instance, saying, "You mean a lot to me," can feel much more heartfelt than rushing through it.
Absolutely. And Valentine's is a great time to practice this. You can write a small note, send a message, or just speak in person. Even if your English isn't perfect, the thoughtfulness will shine through. Something like, "I'm happy we're friends," or "Spending time with you makes me smile," works beautifully.
And we can take it even further by noticing little personal details about someone. For example, "I remembered you like this chocolate, so I thought of you." Or, "I noticed you enjoy this song, so I thought you'd like it." These phrases show attentiveness and care without being overwhelming.
And it's important to remind learners that care doesn't have to be only romantic. Saying, "I appreciate your support" to a friend, "You've been amazing today" to a colleague, or even "I'm proud of you" to a family member is expressing care in English, and it can strengthen any relationship.
I love that. And sometimes care is about reassurance. Simple words like, "It's okay," "I'm here with you," or "Take your time." In English can provide comfort. It's gentle and supportive without needing any fancy vocabulary.
And for our learners, practicing these phrases in calm, everyday situations can build confidence. You could start with yourself first. "I care about my feelings today." Or, "I'm going to take care of myself." It's like internal practice before sharing care with others.
And a subtle call to action for our listeners here. Try saying one caring phrase today, in English, to someone you care about. Notice their reaction, but also notice how it feels to say it. Small acts of care, expressed through words, are always powerful.
And here's a thought. What if we all practiced listening more deeply? Even asking, "How do you feel about this?" or "What's on your mind?" can open space for connection. English phrases that show interest and empathy are just as important as words that express love.
Absolutely. And learners, here's a question for you. What's one English phrase you've been wanting to say but haven't yet? Try it today. You don't need perfect pronunciation or grammar. The intention matters most.
And it's fun to make it personal. For instance, you could say, I really like how you always make me laugh, or I enjoy our time together. These simple, warm expressions are perfect for Valentine's and everyday interactions.
Yes, and sometimes care is about encouragement. Phrases like, you can do this, I believe in you, or keep going, you're doing great, in English convey support and love. It's gentle, empowering, and very human.
And the beauty is that these phrases can become part of your daily English practice. You're learning language, yes, but you're also practicing connection and empathy. It's like learning and caring at the same time.
And to end this reflection for now, think about someone you care about. What small, genuine English phrase could you share with them today? It could be a simple, I'm happy you exist. You make my day better. Or even, I hope you smile today.
And for our listeners, leave a comment if you feel inspired. Tell us one small, caring phrase you'd like to use this Valentine. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be sincere.
Joan, something I've noticed is that expressing care often feels easier when we focus on the other person, rather than worrying about our English being perfect. Like, the heart matters more than the words.
Absolutely, Maria. That's the beauty of Valentine's and expressing feelings. It's about connection, not perfection. Even a simple phrase like, I'm glad you're here, spoken gently, can mean so much.
And for learners, that's a freeing thought. You don't need complex sentences or advanced vocabulary. Words like, I'm thinking of you, I appreciate you, or you make me happy are enough. And they're very natural in English.
And sometimes care is expressed through encouragement. Phrases like, you're doing really well, I believe in you, or keep going, I'm proud of you, create support and trust. It's subtle, yet powerful.
Yes, and Valentine's is the perfect reminder to notice these little opportunities. For example, if someone shares a small success, responding with, that's amazing, you worked hard for this, shows that you truly care.
And sometimes expressing care means validating feelings, saying, I understand how you feel, or it's okay to feel that way, in English can give comfort. Learners often underestimate the power of these simple, empathetic phrases.
Exactly. And here's a subtle tip. Using descriptive words can make your expressions of care feel more personal. Instead of just saying, you're nice, you could say, you're so thoughtful, or I admire your patience. It feels warmer and more genuine.
And it doesn't stop at words. Small gestures, when paired with English phrases, amplify care. Like offering a cup of tea and saying, I thought you might like this. It's a simple, thoughtful expression.
I love that. And for learners, practicing these phrases can be fun. You can try writing a short note or sending a message to a friend, family member, or partner. Something like, I'm happy we spent time together today, or I enjoy our conversations. Works beautifully.
And Valentine's is a perfect opportunity to practice subtle expressions of affection. Simple sentences like, I'm glad you're in my life, or you make me smile, are gentle, heartfelt, and easy to remember.
And sometimes, care is about attention to detail. If someone likes a certain flower, food, or song, mentioning it in English shows you noticed. For example, I remembered you like roses, so I thought of you.
And learners can even practice imagining scenarios where they express care in English. Role-playing in front of a mirror or quietly rehearsing phrases in their mind. Phrases like, I hope your day is going well, I'm happy to see you, or I appreciate you, become natural over time.
And here's a subtle call to action for today. Try sharing a phrase that makes someone feel cared for. It could be a text, a note, or just a verbal expression. Notice how the other person reacts, but also notice how it feels to give care through English.
And there's another layer to this, self-care. We often forget that expressing care isn't just outward. Saying to yourself, I'm proud of myself, I'm doing my best, or I deserve kindness in English is also practice and builds confidence.
Absolutely. And learners, here's a question for you. What's one English phrase you've been hesitant to say to someone you care about? Maybe today is the day to try it, even in a small, simple way.
And when you practice, think about tone and pacing. Speaking slowly, softly, and with intention makes your words feel more genuine. A phrase like, you mean a lot to me, spoken carefully, can be much more impactful than a rushed sentence.
And Valentine's reminds us that even small, consistent expressions of care build strong bonds. Saying, I'm thinking of you, today, tomorrow, and next week, creates a thread of connection that's gentle but powerful.
And it's fun to experiment with variations. Instead of, I care about you, you could say, you're important to me. I'm grateful for you, or you make my day better. These phrases are easy, warm, and very natural in English conversation.
And learners, here's a final thought for this part. Imagine someone reading your words or hearing your phrases and feeling comforted. That's the magic of language. English is your tool to reach hearts, not just communicate facts.
And as we pause here, think about your favorite caring phrase in English. Maybe try saying it aloud to yourself or jot it down. What emotion does it create? How does it feel to express it?
And one gentle question for our listeners. What's the simplest way you can express care today in English? Leave your answer in the comments. We love celebrating all the small, meaningful ways our community shows care. John, as we continue thinking about expressing care in English, I feel it's important to remember that Valentine's is not just about one day. It's a reminder to notice and nurture the people around us every day in small, meaningful ways.
Exactly, Maria. And that's what makes it so special for learners, too. You can practice these phrases daily, even with people you see often but don't always speak to in English. Something as simple as, I'm glad to see you, can brighten someone's day.
And it's beautiful how English allows us to be gentle with our words. For example, instead of saying, I love you in every situation, you can use subtle phrases like, you mean a lot to me. I enjoy spending time with you. Or, you make me happy. These are caring, soft, and approachable.
And sometimes, care is about reassurance. Saying phrases like, it's okay, I'm here for you. Take your time, I understand. Or, you're not alone. In English can provide immense comfort. Learners often overlook how powerful these simple words can be.
Absolutely. And here's a little tip. Combining a caring phrase with an observation makes it feel even more genuine. For instance, I noticed you were quiet today. Are you okay? Or, I saw you helped someone. That's thoughtful of you. Observing and expressing appreciation creates a deep connection.
And Valentine's is a great reminder that care doesn't have to be dramatic. Small, consistent phrases make a bigger impact than a single grand gesture. Saying, "I'm thinking of you," or "I hope you have a good day," regularly builds trust and warmth.
And learners, don't underestimate the power of listening. Asking questions like, "How do you feel about this?" or "What's on your mind?" in English shows attentiveness. And when you respond with phrases like, "I understand," or "That makes sense," it reinforces care.
And care is also about encouragement. Phrases like, "You're doing amazing," "I believe in you," or "Keep going, I'm proud of you," can be life-changing for someone. And they're simple to say in English.
And here's a subtle call to action for our listeners. Today, try to combine two things: listen and speak care. Ask a gentle question and respond with a caring phrase. Even a short interaction can make someone feel supported and valued.
And learners, remember self-care too. You can use these same phrases for yourself. "I'm doing my best," "I'm proud of myself," or "I deserve kindness." Practicing care in English doesn't just help others, it helps you feel connected and confident.
And Valentine's is also a time to celebrate gratitude. Saying, "I'm grateful for you," "Thank you for being in my life," or "I appreciate your support" in English feels natural and heartfelt. Gratitude and care often go hand in hand.
And small, personal compliments matter too. Instead of generic phrases, say things like, "I admire your patience," "Your creativity inspires me," or "You make people feel welcome." These phrases are caring, specific, and easy to use.
Yes, and sometimes care is about presence. Even simple sentences like, "I'm happy to be here with you," "I enjoy our time together," or "It's nice to spend this moment with you," convey warmth without pressure.
And learners, here's a question for you. What's one small English phrase you can use today to show care to someone in your life? It could be a friend, family member, colleague, or even a neighbor.
And finally, Valentine's reminds us that words of care don't need to be perfect. Sincerity matters more than grammar or pronunciation. Saying, "I'm glad you're in my life," even simply carries a lot of emotion.
And we encourage you to share your experience with us. Leave a comment, one phrase you used, or one phrase you plan to try. We'd love to celebrate all these small acts of care with our community.
And as we close today, remember, English is a tool for connection. Every small phrase, every gentle word builds bonds. Whether it's Valentine's Day or any ordinary day, your words can make someone feel valued, seen, and cared for.
So, take a moment today to speak one phrase of care in English. Notice how it feels for you and for the other person. Even a single sentence can create a ripple of warmth and connection.
And one last question for our listeners. What's the simplest, most genuine phrase of care you can speak in English today? Share it in the comments. We can't wait to hear all your thoughtful, heartfelt expressions.
Thank you for being here with us today, for taking the time to learn English through feelings, care, and connection. Remember, every small word matters. You're building understanding and empathy one phrase at a time.
And we hope you leave today feeling inspired to express care gently and sincerely in English. Until next time, keep speaking, keep caring, and keep being unstoppable.